Hi, Margaret. We are live in YouTube. I will make like a Portuguese presentation for the Rio Webfest. Then you guys can talk in English and present your projects, and then we will start. Olá, bem-vindos a mais um painel do Rio Webfest. Nós estamos na edição de 10 anos. Eu sou o Nando Castro, sou um homem branco, de estatura média, tenho barba, cabelo castanho, estou usando uma camisa xadrez marrom com o fundo da minha casa. Sejam todos muito bem-vindos. And then now we will start this panel. My name is Fernando. I have 35 years. I'm a white man with big brown hair, using a brown t-shirt in my room. This year, our best is Petrobras, who is doing for we make the Reweb Fest this year. So do welcome everyone, and then I will ask for Lars to start like presentation himself, then João, then Margaret and Joshua, and then we have like a conversation with us. Do welcome everyone.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi everybody. So I take it away, right? Okay. Hello everybody. My name is Lars Mekal. I'm a film director and scriptwriter from Germany. Right now I'm sitting here at a different festival in Germany, and I'm sending my regards to you in Rio, and I'm very happy that my project Memories of a Forgotten Childhood is in the program. And it's a very personal story. It's biographical, but also fiction. And I grew up with parents that are addicted to alcohol. And in Memories of a Forgotten Childhood, we are watching our protagonist, Nicholas, 11-year-old boy, growing up with his parents being addicted to alcohol and to gambling. And this was my master's project from my studies, and had its world premiere in San Diego in the USA, and won the best drama short. Yeah, and I'm very happy that my story, my biographical story, is going out into the world, and make people talk about topics like that, alcoholism, addiction. And I grew up as a child of parents that were addicted, and since the moment I opened up with my own story, so many people opened also up to me and said to me, "Hey Lars, me too." And I'm very grateful for this experience. And a long time I wasn't sure how to open up with my own story to everybody else. Um, but it was a amazing journey and still is. And thank you so much for the invitation.
Olá, I'll start in Portuguese because I'm from Portugal, so I'll take the chance to say olá ao Rio. Olá, muito obrigado por terem a minha série aí. Eu gostava muito de estar aí convosco. Infelizmente há um oceano aqui no meio que eu trabalho também, me impede de estar aí, mas well, I'm a Portuguese filmmaker. My name is João. I'm director of In Our Care. In Portuguese, the title is A Nossa Guarda, Escolha de Quem Cuida. And it's a documentary series, actually. I don't know if I think all the other works are fiction series. Mine is a documentary series and follows basically the work of surveillance guards in one of the oldest, or maybe the oldest, museums in Portugal, in Lisbon, actually. And each episode follows a different guard, and he presents one of the art pieces from the museum's collection, and we have his perspective or her perspective of the artwork, but also about his daily life, his personal experiences. And it's basically a behind the scenes of a big museum, a big cultural institution, in 9 episodes. I think that is the best way to describe in a few words what this project is.
Hi everyone, my name is Margaret. Coming to you from Canada, specifically Toronto. I am a producer, content creator, and podcast host, and the name of my project is Kitchens of Toronto. It is a docu-food series, and it follows the journey of ethnic enclaves that are in our city that have been affected by the pandemic, but also, things like gentrification. So it's really a celebration of those eras, telling the stories of the eras, but also featuring restaurant owners. So each episode's focus on a different community. And for my pilot, I focused on a lovely community called Little Jamaica. And it follows the journey of three restaurant owners that are from different journeys in terms of years that they have been in the area, just learning about their story while tying it also to the history of that community. So I'm really happy to be here among you all and looking forward to connecting afterwards as well.
Joshua?
Hello, everybody. My name is Joshua Pangborn. I am a little bit sick today, so I am a little stuffy. So hopefully you can understand what I'm saying. But if you can't, that's okay. I will still do my best. I am from New York City, and I am a writer, actor, director who founded Sidekick Productions, which is a queer, fat positive production company. We mostly focus on horror and horror adjacent stories. The show I'm here with you today is The Brooklyn Butcher. So we have the lovely shirt that you can kind of see. Oh, I disappear when I do that, so never mind. But I am here with The Brooklyn Butcher. The Brooklyn Butcher is an anthology series where every story of the nine, we have 9 episodes, and every story takes place in the same Brooklyn apartment building, but a different apartment in the building. And every story is self-contained. Um, but they also intermingle. So a few of the characters will cross over to another story, and it's like a big piece puzzle, a puzzle. And by the end of the series, you get a full picture. But even if you just want to watch one story, you'll get a little piece of the picture, and that's also enough for you to see it. Um, we focus on telling a lot of stories with marginalized voices from the queer community, specifically related to body and body image. And that's no different with the Brooklyn Butcher. A lot of our actors are plus size, and we are very, very happy to be here with all of these wonderful other shows. So thank you so much for having us.
Hi, Anna. You have a presentation, please, and then talk about your project. And then I will open for all you guys have like a chat.
You talk to me. Hi, how are you? My name is Anna. Actually, I know Lars. Very nice to meet you here.
Yeah, so nice to see you, Anna.
Yeah, we met in Germany, so it's a nice surprise.
And we've been on the panel also. Once again,
Yeah, it's
nice to see you.
what a coincidence. So I'm from Israel. My web series called Protected Space. It's about students during a war. It's exactly not about what's happening right now because it came out a month before the current situation. It's about my experience as a student in the south of Israel that I was constantly getting bombed. And I chose to do a comedy because this was my situation for 6 years. I studied communications in Sapir College and then acting in Beersheba, the city that you're going to see on the web series. And always I was getting bombed. So I said, okay, I can cope with this situation by being depressed or choose humor that is going to make me feel stronger. So I chose the other choice. And we did a web series 4 episodes that actually it's already been in 11 different festivals, and we won in Italy, and we also won in Chelsea in New York recently. So I came back from New York. And Lars, I met him in this reality in Germany. So it was a big journey to meet people and to show them our situation in Israel, even though it's not about the current situation, because now it's more hard, and it's it's hard to think about comedy in this situation, but even now it's been our current going war for a year now, and you cannot not live your life for a year as a young person in this world. You want to be in love, you want to meet your friends, you just wish everything gonna be good and peace. So I think this is the soul of this web series, believing in the good and in the human spirit, I think. And it's very, very nice to meet you and be in this panel. It's gonna be showing in 2nd of December on Rio, so I'm excited.
It's going to be in the series or in the awards. You're going to be in the awards. Sorry,
What?
I didn't understand what you're saying the last time for Monday.
It's gonna be on the 2nd of December. Let's see if I have it here. My phone is filming this, so I cannot like check it. I'm gonna check it and I tell you later.
To present himself first. He's here. Daniel, you're here.
Nando, we cannot understand you.
Okay. It's better now.
I think it's your voice is too loud for the microphone, so everything is
Yeah.
just popping.
You think now is better?
Not really.
No.
Really? Okay, so I will let you guys talk. I will be quiet. You guys can conversation between you guys. So because my audio is really bad.
Now it's a little bit better actually than before because I didn't understand what you said right now.
It has its moments, actually. So sometimes we understand you, sometimes we don't. But we have Daniel, I think, that has to present himself yet.
This
Hello.
panel, people gonna see it at the
everybody.
festival, or it's like a private Zoom and try to understand?
We are live on YouTube, I think.
Nice. Hi guys, it's seeing us.
I think we have one more person, Danielle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello. Nice to meet you, everybody. My name is Daniel. My English is not so good, so I will try. If not, I will talk in Hebrew, and Anna will translate me. Okay. So I need to talk about my series, Jananot. It's a word in Hebrew. It means crazy. And I wrote to the prima donnas. It's a word that everybody knows. It's a series about three women that want to make their comeback. They are singers. And we make this series about 5 years, I think, very slowly, because we need money for this, and we did it. And the team was 30 persons, I think, and actors. It was a very pleasure to do the series, and now it's on the festivals in the world, so it's very funny. Now I talk from my school, not university. I learn directing for theater, so I go out from the class to talk with you, and that's it. If you have a question for me, I will answer. That's it.
Okay, I'm hoping for you guys can have a conversation between us. If you guys have questions about the projects of everyone, be welcome to be here. You guys are listening good now, or it's bad? It's so okay.
So, want to ask something?
So everybody
First
here
of all,
in a different
Yeah,
country.
Anna, you go.
No, it's not a question. Everybody here is in a different place in the world right now, right? Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess so.
We are
So
two
nice to
from
meet you,
Israel,
everybody.
one from Canada, right? And
I'm
New York
Germany
is here.
over here.
New York.
Germany, Portugal, New York.
Yeah.
and Rio de Janeiro.
And have we been traveling with this series from by other festivals all over the world too?
It's my second, I think, my second festival. I have 9 now, but Rio was the second, I think. Anna, I think, go to the world. No, Anna?
Yeah, I've been to Germany with Lars, was my first festival in Germany, and we also spoke on the panel. And then in Italy, we won also the best comedy. I also have cats, by the way. I see a black cat. I have two.
Usually doesn't do this. I don't know why she's doing this right now, but
I also like in panic that my cat's gonna come because they become crazy when I speak.
This is the first time in a panel, and so it's her first time. She isn't producing yet. She doesn't have a lot of work to show you, but yeah, I guess she wants to say something or not. Well, I didn't see your series, Lars, but I've actually met your producer in Bilbao, in Serious Land. I met him and I heard the panel about your project and I became very interested. I missed it for I went to the screening, but I missed because it was the first series that was screened on that block, and I went a little bit late and I missed it. But can I find it on YouTube or somewhere else?
And there's an opportunity to stream the project via vergessene dash kindheit.de, but I don't know if subtitles are available in English, but we're also on Flixo. It's a streaming service internationally, and there you would have subtitles, yeah. And also, I can share a private screener with you as a filmmaker, maybe, but we'll see. Yeah, thank you so
I
much.
would love also to see your all web series if you can send a
Yeah,
link to
if you
Instagram.
can, in a
I
meeting
brought my
chat,
Instagram.
and if you want to leave the links in the meeting chat for the
But
series.
the chats will disappear. Maybe in the Instagram
Yeah.
also you can send, so we can stay in touch.
Yeah, I think that's a brighter idea.
I asked for the people for the link you are here in the YouTube chat. I'll just share for them.
In the YouTube chat. Okay, yeah.
To share there. Okay. We put it there. Good idea. It's also a closed link, but I don't think it's a problem. You can. So, can I ask something, Joshua, please?
Sure, of course.
I saw you like serious in a lot of festivals that I attended, and I wanted to ask you about the process. Is it also like an independent series? How much time are you working on it?
Absolutely. So I have a production company where we're working on basically 2 to 3 projects at any given time. Like right now, I'm working on a web series and a feature film and another web series. So with Brooklyn Butcher, I made Brooklyn Butcher when I was in post-production on a feature film, and I was like, I'm a little bored. I need to do something else because I don't like just not making something. So I decided I'm gonna make a little web series, and for me it's little because it was every episode is about 15 minutes, and most of my web series are 30 to 50 minutes long. So this was a short web series for Josh. So I have a day job, so I have a 40-hour a week day job. more like 60-hour weekday job. So I don't get as much time as I want to focus on these projects, but I spend probably about a good 20 hours a week at least working on the project, and then we usually film on a Saturday or a Sunday, and then voila. Brooklyn Butcher, I filmed over the course of the summer of 2023. We started June 4th, and we ended at we ended at the end of August, but then we also had a day of pickups in I think October to get some extra footage that we needed that for one of the actors. But it's a great process to do in New York, but it's all very independent in the US especially. It's very, very rare that anybody is supported in the US. I know a lot of other countries have great support network for their artists in a lot of ways, especially. But in the US, they don't believe in that, so it's very different. But that's okay because we have a lot of support amongst the independent artists. And when you go to festivals in the US, you meet a lot of really incredible artists who are very similar to you. Then I have not traveled as much. I've been in a lot of festivals, but I haven't been able to travel as much as I would have liked to have traveled. Uh, but I always go to the New Jersey Webfest. The New Jersey Webfest is an absolute delightful place to be. And they are very, very welcoming. And I've met so many wonderful people from around the world there. The Baltimore Webfest is also a lot of fun if you have a chance to go to that one.
So you've been also in Baltimore this year?
Yes. Yeah.
Nice. I was actually needed to choose between the Baltimore and Chelsea. So
It's really hard because all of the festivals are at the exact same time. So it's I when I went to the Baltimore Web Fest, I had 6 other festivals I had to choose between, and luckily I had a couple actors. I was like, I shipped them out to the other places. I'm like, you go to this one, you go to this one, you go to this one. But it was the first time I ever did that because I really hated. I hate not being at the festival. If the show is going to be represented, I like to represent it because I created it, so it's usually good for me to be there. But it's
all independent. It's like from it's no like outside budget or like
it's all independent. Basically, it's all of my money that I put into it, and then occasionally, I mean, I'm very lucky. I have a Patreon, so people on my Patreon are very supportive, and they have a monthly donation that they give and all. But for the most part, it's all funded by me basically. So
yeah, in Israel, it's also the same. Don't be.
It's hard.
Joshua,
it's really hard.
one question for you about the Patreon. How does it work? Like, do you have, I don't know, special perks for them, for your follower on Patreon, or how does it work? Because I also thought about getting Patreon and would be interested on your way.
Absolutely. Yes. So I have 4 different tiers. Some people have just one tier. I've seen a lot of people do it different ways. I do 4 different tiers, and depending on the tier that you belong to, you will pay a certain amount of money each month. And after that, you get certain bonuses. So everybody gets the basic bonus of joining my private Discord and also seeing any episode of a show that I put out for in advance of everybody else. But then after that, it depends on the level. Like the second level, you get access to private to behind the scenes clips. You get access to extra footage, deleted scenes, things like that. The third level, you get access to short stories when I put them out. And then the fourth level, you get access to all of that stuff. Plus, you get access to the opportunity to have a discount on my merchandise site. So it's what works for your fans and what works for the people who are your supporters. It's going to be different. Patreon is really, really useful for physical artists, but it's a little bit weird.
It's like platforms that you can raise money.
It's more like it is a platform you can raise money, but it's more like a monthly subscribers. So it's like followers on Instagram, except they're paying you money and you give them something every month in return for that, basically. So
Really?
it's a good site overall. It's a lot of work to maintain it, though. That's the thing. You have to start developing a relationship with them, and you have to sort of you have to make sure that you are communicative with them and post regularly, check in with them, do things that make it feel worthwhile for them to continually give you money, basically.
Margaret, can you tell about your web series? I didn't hear you introducing because I just came in.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Like,
So I live
tell if it's also independent, how many episodes?
Yeah, no worries. So it's based in Toronto. That's where I live. I was able to get funding from a government program, so it was like a rigorous like application process, and they picked a couple like projects from it. And so it's not so independent, you could say. And the funding allowed me to do a trailer and a pilot episode. So right now we're in the process of trying to finish it. But for the trailer, it like features three different communities that are very popular in Toronto, that whenever people come to visit, or locals, those are areas they always go to really get a taste of the diversity in the city. So Little Jamaica, which represents a large population of Jamaicans and also just Black diaspora. There is Chinatown, which is a huge community as well that you can find. And then there's also Kensington Market, that started out as a Jewish community. And then eventually, as they moved out to other neighborhoods, other groups that were marginalized were able to move to that area because they were like affected by high rent and things like that. So you have a lot of like Latin American businesses, Caribbean and African as well. So the pilot that I did, I featured Little Jamaica because I had more of what you call it, connection to that area. It's where I kind of grew up. And I featured three restaurant owners to tell their stories. And I wanted to focus on celebrating the areas because they have been affected a lot by gentrification. So there's been like a lot going on in the community. You know, we lost a lot of businesses during the pandemic. And then we also have like a construction that has been going on for over 12 years to build like a subway system, and that affected a lot of businesses, having them close as well. So many ups and downs that
Is
they're
it a drama, or is it like it's a
Oh,
drama?
it's a docu-food series, so real life.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's real life. Okay.
Yeah, real life. Yeah.
Docu food, you
Yeah.
said.
Sorry?
You said a docu food?
Yeah, docu-food series. So it features
Okay.
food. Yeah. Yeah.
So you basically meet the communities through gastronomy, right?
Yeah, yeah. So they have a couple restaurants in the areas, but you know, due to like length and things like that, so I picked three that I was able to like interview them, talk about their journey, how it's been for them in the area, a bit about like how they started out as a restaurant owners, and also, you know, the history of the area. So people get a little bit of like storytelling from the restaurant owner story, but also history of the area and why it's important to the people of the community.
And you're gonna show in this festival in what date?
I'm not really sure what day, to be honest, if it was going to be screening. I think probably just the trailer is what would probably screen. So I think it might be tomorrow as well that it will be showing.
So you're trying to raise money to do like the whole series?
Yeah, that's the hope to do that as well. I went to some other festivals as well, so it's like a little bit of everything, trying to go into other festivals, trying to raise more money to finish it. You know, just get that interest and awareness, and you know, get some attention for it to complete it pretty much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for asking.
Maybe I got a question for everybody. What was the moment that sparked your project or your idea? What was the point of no return to make your project for you?
Spark the idea? Maybe Daniel wants to answer, or?
The idea for the web series, for my web series?
If you don't know,
Um,
but he's have a very like the man is playing the women characters, and it's very like careful, like
yeah, I
very
send you now
funny.
in the chat. I send you my web series. It's about. I said in the beginning, it's three women that we are three men that do it. So it's about kindergartens woman that was singers, and I just I don't know how to say איך אומרים, I will ask אנה, איך אומרים באנגלית החמצה, סיפור של החמצה.
She's like why he give me a very hard word. Like she wanted to become something, but it's never happened to her. Like people that try to become a singer, but it never happened. So she feel with these feelings that something is missing.
Yeah, it's comedy, but the characters they are older, and her
Like
lives
in her 50, 60 years old. So
yeah, her lives passed off. So one of them say in episode 1, she said, I have more
I have lived more lives than
כן, יש לי
she
יותר
has
עבר
more life.
מעתיד. I have more past from future. She say that this and cry, but it's comedy, so it's complicated. I hope you understand me.
We are understanding what you're talking. It's like a comedy, but with like a lot of big personality and stuff in the characters, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
She want to be famous and to get the fame, but she's a kindergarten
Kindergarten teacher, like
kindergarten
she
teacher.
teach
So
kids.
yeah.
And she was like a singer. I saw his web series actually in the cinema. It was very good. And it's like she like still have this dream to become a singer, even though her life passed. And she's like
And when she
claiming
tried to do it, she go to jail, and she meet her daughter
nemesis.
suddenly, and yeah.
We have 5 minutes. I will ask for everyone to say goodbye and say what you guys want to say goodbye. We can start with Margaret, then Anna, Lars, Ron, Daniel, and Joshua. Okay?
Okay. Thank you everyone for sharing your project. It sounds amazing. I've put all of them on my tab, so when we end the call, I have everyone's project to watch. Really excited for all of you and wish you all the best. That whether you're in the middle of finishing your project or you're looking to get more attention for it and awareness, I wish you all the best and success in your project. And nice meeting y'all. Come to visit me in Toronto one day.
Have you been to TO, to Toronto Webfest, Margaret?
Yes, I actually went, yes.
My series was there in the documentary series. Have you seen it? Because I couldn't make it there. So
Okay, I knew your name sounded familiar. Okay, yes, I definitely saw it then. Okay.
Did you see it? Okay.
Yeah. Yes, it was really good. Like I got to see it. Yes.
Mine also was
Nice.
there. Yeah.
Mine also.
Wow. Okay. So full circle. So one day, hopefully, I can see you all in person.
So guys,
Okay,
thank you
guys.
I'm sorry.
Anna, you go first.
Guys, I wanted to say thank you. I checked, and Protected Space is gonna be on December 2nd on 12. 12. It's like noon. 12 at noon, and in every panel that I speak, I always saying this final words that it's very nice to meet creators and it's like a very fun experience. But in the end of the world, we have like hostages that's still in Gaza, and it's very important to me in every meeting to say it because I'm not complete without them coming home. They younger than me, a lot of them, like some of them are kids. And it's the most important thing for me is that the hostages come back home. This is the most important message.
Yeah,
And when I
me
made
too.
this web series, I didn't thought that something like this can happen, but now I feel this is like a tool to get this message across for all over the world that we want our
I can
hostages
tell you that
back.
our web series, Jananot, we filmed it before the war, and in October 7, it was one day before we need to film another day in October 8, okay, and then the war began, and half from my team go to the army, and I hope too that our brothers and sisters will come back. And thank you very much that we meet us now, and I hope that your web series will be in a lot of festival in the world, and one day we will meet together. I hope.
Thank you so much, everybody. It was a pleasure being here. And please keep creating and telling these important stories. I want to say to Anna, Yom Tov. You taught me some Hebrew. Yeah, I remember. And say Kawabanga to Nitzan. And thanks for having me in this beautiful festival. It was really, really a pleasure to talk to you guys.
For me, it was also very nice to meet you. I saved all the links, and I hope to get to know you better through your work, through your series. So I'll be checking all of them, and I hope I can meet you someday in some festival. I don't know when, I don't know where, but I think it's possible to happen. As we've seen it, maybe we have seen, we don't even know each other's works sometimes, as Margaret as did with mine, so maybe it will happen. So thank you for sharing your work, and thank you, Nando. Obrigado ao Rio Webfest por mostrar o nosso trabalho. Obrigado.
Thank you, everybody, for allowing me to be part of this today. One of the best parts of festivals is not necessarily screening your work, but meeting the other creators, and that's always the most rewarding part too, I believe. So I'm really grateful to be a part of all of you today. I'm also really grateful to Rio Webfest. We're very excited. This is our first time at Rio Webfest, so we are very happy to be here. So even if it's virtually, we're very happy to be here. So thank you so much to everybody else, and stay tuned looking for more Sidekick production stuff. We have a lot of things coming out over the future. So
thank you, everyone. The World Fest, we're very happy to have you guys here, all the creators, sharing your projects, your ideas, your perspective from the world. So we are happy that having you guys here. I will run this meeting, but I save all the links, and we have the online in YouTube. They will be recording there so you can watch after. So have a nice day for everyone, and thank you for being here. Agradecemos a todo mundo por estar nesse painel. Mais uma vez, lembrando que essa é a edição de 10 anos do Rio Webfest. Temos como a Petrobras como nossa patrocinadora exclusiva e agradecemos a todos pela presença e pela audiência. Tchau, tchau. Bye, everyone.
What a beautiful language. I love it.